So yesterday it was the pre-release event for BT21 at my local game store, and I missed it. I completely missed it because my cat had a surgery a couple of days ago, and yesterday he was not well, so I had to stay home. And yeah, that really sucks because I've been looking forward to this event for a long time. Well, not for a long time, since I started playing Digimon, because this would be my first pre-release event that I experienced. So yeah, that's not great. But on the bright side, for some reason I checked the Bandai app yesterday as well, and it said that there is another pre-release event today in my local store. And I asked in the Discord server to see if that was a mistake or if it was true. And there is a pre-release event for BT21, but they will only do it if 4 or more people show up. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen because I'm guessing most of the people just went yesterday. If that doesn't happen, what they told me is that I can buy the entry ticket and get the packs and the promotional stuff. But there are no boxes left of BT21 either, so I can't really buy any packs aside from that. So hopefully 4 or more people show up and I can experience my first pre-release event. If not, I'll just get the packs and wait for the next set to release, and hopefully I can make it then. But yeah, that was my update for today. Yeah, let's see what happens today. Okay, so my cat's better, so I'm gonna get my bike and I'll catch a train. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So in the end, there wasn't a pre-release event because it was only me actually. So yeah, I didn't get to experience that this time, but maybe with the next set. But there are some good news that I will share once I get home. So hopefully this video is not just 5 minutes of me not getting to go to the pre-release. And also you need to appreciate that I'm recording this outside. And I find these super cringe, so I'm just gonna stop now because people are coming. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Coco. Hmm? Hey.
That's nice. I know I'm disgusting. Starbucks. Anyway, I like it. Yeah, as I said, I was the only one there. Yeah, sadly, nobody else showed up. So I'm not going to get to experience my first pre-release event with BT21. But there was some good news though, because I thought they ran out of boxes, of BT21 boxes. And I guess that was true because they hold on to some of them in case they had another pre-release event today, in case there were enough people. But as I was the only one there, I actually got to buy one. So I got my first box of BT21. And yeah, I was really happy about that because I thought that I wouldn't be able to get any today. So that's the first bit of good news. Now, the second bit of good news is that even though there was no event, they told me that if I wanted to, I could just buy the entry and then they would give me the 6 packs that they give everyone at the pre-release event and the promotional pack and the promotional card. So I wanted to do that, but then I remembered that my partner also wanted to come and she couldn't because she was taking care of Coco today. And yesterday we were both taking care of Coco. So she couldn't make it either. And because nobody showed up, I asked if I could just get 2 entry tickets and then I would get all of the stuff for 2 people. And I kind of explained to them that my idea would be to hold like a cozy 2-person pre-release event at home. I hadn't consulted this with my partner, by the way. This is just this is just me thinking that it could be fun to do so. But I told this to the staff there, and yeah, they were really happy to sell me a couple of entry tickets and give me all of the promotional stuff that I needed and all of the packs that I needed. And I actually have them here. So these are 6 packs for one, and these are the other 6 packs for the other player. And then I also have both promotional packs here and both promo cards here. Now, the interesting thing about this is that because the event was not held at the store, we haven't opened any of it yet. So yeah, we're gonna open it in this video. So the idea is to like imitate a pre-release event here at home just for the two of us. Now, I didn't know the rules, so I had to ask them how a pre-release event works. And they told me that what happens is that they give you all of the packs, all the promotional stuff, and then you have 45 minutes to make a deck, a 40 cards deck instead of 50. And then you play against the people in the event just as you would play in the locals. So we're gonna do just that. We're gonna just set up everything and we will be opening the packs. You will see the opening. We will be creating our decks and I guess we will discuss them as well with you a little bit. And then we will play. And another bit of good news is that whoever wins gets this. And this might look like the promotional cards that I showed you before, but it's not. It's actually the winner's card. It's the same card you get as a promotional card, but it's textured and it's a holo as well. And they gave it to me because I told them that the reason that we couldn't go yesterday was because our cat had surgery and we had to take care of him. So yeah, they were really sad about that, and they just gave that to me. And yeah, that kind of makes the whole thing a little bit more legit, right? So whomever wins gets the card, and probably will be her. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And yeah, we'll show you now how it goes. Okay, so we haven't done our pre-release event yet, but I wanted to talk about something else because my local store is holding a pre-release event for the starter decks, ST20 and ST21, I think, today. And I wasn't going to record anything because I thought I wouldn't be able to go, but I think I am going to be able to go. So if you're watching this, is because I did go. So maybe I'll record something there. I don't know, probably not, but maybe I will. If I do, then yeah, I'll be able to put some beer all over my my rants and my explanations. But if not, then you'll just have to trust my word for it. As always, hopefully I can go this evening, and yeah, I'll let you know. If not, you won't ever see this. So, hey. Oh, all right. So I'm so uncomfortable. Like the camera, I don't have my tripod, so the camera is like on top of a book. And I'm like in the sofa, like I'm like it's the wrong side of the sofa. So yeah, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how people do these awkward angles, but yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I forgot to record this video again. So I told you that I was gonna play the release event for the starter decks for the ST20 and ST21 decks, and I did go. But that was a couple of days ago and I forgot that I was making this video again. I chose the red one. I don't remember the names. Something protector of light or bringer of, I don't know. Something of light and something of hope. One of them is red and one of them is blue. So I chose the red one, the War Greymon one. They let us choose the deck that we wanted. They gave us a BT21 pack and a promotional pack. I said I was gonna record. I was going to try to record something at the event, but I tried for like 5 seconds and then I stopped. I will put the B-roll there, but it's just so bad. It adds nothing to the video except more social awkwardness. And then, yeah, they didn't give us the deck right away. They made us wait until the event started so that everyone started on the same footing. I got in completely blind. I didn't know the cards that the deck had or the mechanics or anything. And most of the people were like that as well. So it was kind of fun because it kind of leveled the playing field, because sometimes I felt like I was going in with a deck that was very, very weak against like the top meta decks, and I was always losing. So yeah, I lost all my games anyway. So it was, I now know that it's just a skill issue. I think it's a really good sign that even losing every single game that I've played, I'm still finding this so fun. So wins, I guess wins will come, but not now, I guess. And yeah, the games were really fun. The mechanics of the new cards are very interesting. I really enjoyed the one with I think it was Birdramon and Angiwamon, where if you have tamers with 2 or more colors or 3 or more colors, you can just play the Birdramon and then evolve it for free to a level 5, and then if that level 5 is Angiwamon, then you can actually evolve one of your Digimon for free as well, and if that evolution is another Birdramon, you can just keep chaining them, and they also gain alliance, so it's pretty insane. And yeah, after the event they let us buy the other deck if we wanted to, because at the beginning of the event they only let us buy one, just so everyone had the chance of choosing the deck that they wanted to play and actually get one and get into the event. But when it finished, they told us that we could get another one. Of course, from the decks, I didn't pull the Agumon or Gabumon, like the chases of the decks. But I still like them. I still love them, and I got both of them because I wanted to get all of the Scrumbles, because the Scrumbles look so good. Like, they look insanely good. And honestly, if you want them, just buy the decks, because I think it's going to be less expensive than to just buy the singles. So yeah, that was my experience with the pre-release event for the starter decks, and it was great. I really liked it. So I'm definitely going to go to the next one. And then for the pre-release event that Elena and I were going to do, we haven't done that yet because we've been very busy. Coco is doing great, by the way. And yeah, we'll be doing our event this weekend. I think we're gonna have fun. I think it's a fun thing to do. And yeah, we'll show you if I remember again that I am making this video. Imagine if I don't. Imagine if we do all of it and then I just remember that I was making this. I will see you this weekend. And yeah, hopefully this will be entertaining for you and for us as well. All right, see you later. Am I on camera?
No. Yes, you're on camera.
Cool. So yeah, we finally got around to do this, and we're gonna start by opening everything, show you what we get, and then we'll probably just build the decks, and we're not gonna run you through it. Probably what will happen is that we will do like what's the name of this thing when the video is it's high speed, a time lapse.
Ghost.
So yeah, what we will do is to open everything, show you what we get, and then we will show you a time lapse of us kind of building the deck. And I think we're gonna record the first match. We're gonna play the best of 3, and the other 2 we're just gonna again do a time lapse of them, and then we'll tell you the results and who wins the prize. So yeah, I guess let's start. We have 45 minutes to open everything and build a deck. I think it's going to be more than enough time. So we can only use cards from the packs. Mm-hmm. There's no limit to how many cards of a single Digimon or option card you can use. Then the deck is going to be 40 cards instead of 50.
Okay.
And when we play it, you can ignore the color requirements. You can digivolve any color with any color. I'll start the timer now, and we'll start opening packs. I'm not sure if we'll get anything cool, but if we do, we'll show you. All right. All right. I'll start with the promo. Oh, you're opening everything. And
yes.
Just, yeah, okay.
You have your ways, I have mine.
Yeah, that's another way of doing it. And while we finish opening packs, if you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and give it a like if you want more content like this. So that's all your cards?
That's all my cards.
Cool. So, okay, so now you've seen all the cards that we got, so we're gonna do a time lapse and we'll start playing after that. And we'll probably discuss how we built our decks after we play, because we don't wanna spoil it. All right. Cool, so we've made our decks. I had no idea what I was doing. I will explain what my logic behind it later, but yeah, we're gonna play now. We're gonna show just the first game. I'm not sure. Let's say we're only gonna show the first game, and then the other ones will be a time lapse, and we'll let you know who won at the end. But I think we will do it to the best of 3, and I think it will be like 30 minutes. I think it's 30 minutes normally. So we'll do that, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna set the timer. All right, so let's set up and let's start the first game and start. All right. So the first thing we do is to play rock, paper, scissors, because we don't really have dice, and Delena wins. So she gets to start. She sets up her breeding area and plays a tamer as a memory setter. And on my turn, I also set my breeding area, funnily enough, with the same Digimon. And then play a Cyberdramon for a cost of 7. At this point, she plays another tamer, in this case, Takato, and she also digivolves to Growlmon, which worries me a little because Growlmon will benefit quite a bit from having a Takato on the field. So I decide to go on the offensive. I digivolve my Flamemon and go for a security check with my Cyberdramon. And then I play Ragnarok Cannon for 6, which is quite expensive, but lets me get rid of her Digimon with the lowest TP, in this case, Growlmon, and gives me a little bit more time to set up my Digimon. Now, Elena has a ton of memory because I didn't account for Growlmon's on deletion effect and on her tamer giving her 1 more memory if I have any Digimon in play. Because of this, she can play Were Garurumon, which gets rid of my Beetle Gamamon, and she plays a Timemon, which is a blocker. I then digivolve to Gryphonmon, which lets me play a WG card from my hand for free, in this case a Kiwimon, and it has Alliance, which is pretty cool. I then do a security check, and this allows me to digivolve Kiwimon to Deramon for free, which then unsuspends my Gryphonmon. I was quite pleased with this combo, to be fair, and after the security check I use Alliance to go for another 2 security checks. But I forgot that Elena had a blocker in place, so she blocks that. This is probably going to be to the best of 1, because we have like 11 minutes left, so whomever wins this wins. So yeah, there you go. Now, Elena spends a ton of memory by playing Omni Shoutmon, and because of Takato, it gains blocker and 2k DP. I then digivolve the Agumon I just got out of the breeding area to Burning Greymon, which has piercing, and go for a security check, which lets Elena play another tamer for free. I then go for another security check, which she blocks, and another 2 more security checks with my remaining Digimon, which I survive, but I lose my turn. Elena is trying to search for the cards that she needs, but she's breaking pretty hard at this point. She decides to go for 2 security checks, and then she plays another Digimon, and then it's my turn. And with only seconds to spare, I unsuspend all my Digimon and go for game. And I won. Okay, well played.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, we didn't know how this is. I got really lucky with this one because one of my strategies for the deck was to use the WG
I have-
Digimon that I don't know what that is, but I have a lot of them.
Basically, all my cards have hero because
Yeah.
everything is powerful was built around hero. All the freaking hero cards are here in the deck. They haven't come out.
That happens. So now you have to present me with my winner prize.
What am I?
That's the winner prize.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. Ta-da! Wait. I can make it more ceremonial.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Let me do that again because that was all.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that was better. Okay. Cool.
At least in tune. What was that?
Okay, so that was it. That was the game, and that was the pre-release home championship first edition, home edition. I don't know. Anyway, I won, so I won something. I never win in my locals or anything. So, all right, we'll discuss our decks now. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the decks and why we chose to play when we chose to play. If there was any reason at all, because some of the cards that I chose were pretty random. I'll start with the Digi Eggs, I guess. Now, I have another one, I think. Yes. So I had these 5 Digi Eggs. My idea, well, first of all of these cards I didn't play. Oh, Talino, no. She wants to play as well. All of these cards I didn't play because they had either mechanics that I didn't know how to use, like the X-Cross mechanics, or the new Link mechanic. So I don't know how to play those, and I decided to just discard those cards because I'm not gonna know how to play them. So what I know how to play are normal effects and inheritables and all of that stuff. So I chose these 2 Yokomon because I also have quite a few WG trade cards. I don't know what WG stands for, but I have quite a few of them. So yeah, I didn't get to play them, but I thought they would play well with others here. And then Koromon, Digimon, and Gurimon. Probably Koromon I played it because I had the whole Agumon line. I had the Koromon, Agumon, I had some Greymons, Metal Greymon, and I even had a War Greymon. And they worked well together, and I had other dinosaurs in there as well that played well with other kind of dinosaurs. And these ones probably I got them because of the inheritables, but not much logic to it. And then the actual cards, I got, let's split that into different levels. So I had a ton of level 4s. I didn't have a ton of option cards. I think I'm gonna start with that. Now, this one, I got 2 of them because they are pretty expensive, but they allow me to just remove a Digimon with the lowest TP, and in that case was super useful because I could just remove her only Digimon. Then this one here, I don't know if I used any of these. Yeah, I didn't get to use any of these, but I chose these 2 because they work well with the WG trade Digimons, and the Davies, I got it mostly to fill space and because I did have a couple of Ardmore Digimon in my deck, like this Lightdramon. My level 3s were mostly, this one was just a filler, to be honest, just as this one and this one. It was mostly dinosaurs and WG Digimon. So reptiles, dinosaurs, and a Gammamon, because I did have like a level 6 serious one that I could have used if I had less than 3 security cards. So these ones I got because just in case I might be able to use them. Level 4s, I had a ton of level 4s, Slydramon, and I had a couple of Ardmore Digimon because of that Davis and Vmon. And then I had a ton of like Greymon, Cyclonemon, Geo Greymon. I had Burning Greymon. So all of these work well together because of the dinosaur trait, and the inheritables are pretty cool. And then the WG ones, these 3, that also work well together. And I also have like level 3s and level 5s that can take advantage of these. The rest, honestly, just like this Growlmon. This was interesting, just in case I could delete one of her Digimon. I never end up using it. But yeah, the rest were just filling space. And then for the level 5s, again, WG,
and then dinosaurs and Greymons, more Greymons that I didn't really use. I ended up winning because of the WG ones, to be honest. Should learn what that means. And then level 6s, I had War Greymon because dinosaur, and then Gryphomon because WG. This one would work well with all of the other WGs, which is why I think I won the game, basically because of this one and the effects that it had with and the interactions it had with the other ones. And I had another level 6, which was the one for Gamamon, but yeah, I already explained that one. And the tamers, they really didn't do anything. I only got them because of the memory setting and I never ended up using them. And that's it. I think that was my logic behind the game. Just choose things that you know how to use. Don't choose mechanics that you don't really know about, and fill space with things that kind of make sense. So that was my deck. All right, over to you.
In my case, because I basically haven't played outside, I've only played against him, and we play always with the same type of deck. So dynamics that I know are very, very limited. So what I was trying to go, it's basically building around the tamers and the link, because there are a couple of things that made sense. Like, for example, this one has Link, but this one also has like Soulshamon and Gossipmon up fusion together, and that reminds me of the DNA Digivolve, but it was a level 5, so it made sense. However, I didn't have too many. I think I have 2 Soulshamons and 1 Gossipmon, so it was difficult to get there, but they were cheap. The other ones were linking. Linking, I think it's very similar to that thing you do that it's alliance. If they have the trait app something, they can link together, and then you have these extra 2000, 3000 DP.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, it was, I was kind of, basically because this is the trait that I got the most often out of the cards. So I was trying to build something around that because it made sense, because I had a lot of them. And then the other one is that a couple of these tamers, it's really interesting. Like, for example, this one, if your Digimon get Link, suspend it and draw 1. If your opponent has a Digimon, you gain 1. If you have an X-Cross Heart hero trait or blue fear, placing it under this one, you gain 1 memory. So I was trying to build it around the hero trait and the link. There are heroes here in the table hiding someplace. Not quite sure how was I doing, but I built it bottom up. So I started with what do I have in level 3 that I know how to use, and it had a lot of, oh well, Gilmon, if it can evolve to Growlmon,
yeah.
War Growlmon, War. So
nice.
I had several of these that went well together. They went with the options of the Digimon I designed that allow to have to draw and to, if they have one of these has Digimon with Gilmon, Growlmon, Gulmon, something trait hero, gains blocker. So these went very well together, and that was 10 cards out of my deck, basically.
Oh, what a shame that you...
Yeah. They were all in the deck.
Yeah,
Nothing came out. I had 2 of these in the hand, Takato, and that was it. I had a Gilmon.
Yeah, that's
and then you killed it immediately. They were like, no! And then the other ones were Greymon, Metal Greymon. All of these are ones that we have used before. And then the rest was about the link. And most of the others, I was just trying to make sure that they had the hero trait to make sure that I could use one of the abilities of the tamers, because I think those 3 tamers are very interesting. One of them gives you blocker if the total combine of the trash is 10 or more. We get to 10 so quickly in a game of the trash. So it will give 2000 more plus blocker. This one kept on allowing to put a hero or X-Cross under it, and it added things to the game. So I built it around these that I was lucky enough to have several of these. Then these ones because they were linking around the link and then around the tamers. And everything else, one way or another, I have a card over there that could evolve into anything dragon skin with 3 less cost, and these are really expensive. So if we were taking 3 less cost to a Digivolve of level 4, it was 1, I could have done several. So I was trying to do that, to build them bottom up. It didn't work because they didn't come up, because these could be very interesting, building a whole deck around just these, but you will need to have more cards than the ones that I had to make that work. So yeah, that was my logic. It didn't logic out, but
Well, I think it's interesting. I think now that you explained it to me, it kind of makes sense. Well, probably we don't know how to make decks, so probably anyone.
They're pretty.
Yeah, anyone watching this will be cringing so hard, but
Yeah.
to me it does make sense, and it's a shame that you bricked.
Roast him in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, why would you do that to me? Anyway, it's a shame that you bricked so hard and you didn't get the cards that you wanted. And I actually got so lucky because I got the cards that I needed for that moment exactly.
Yeah, I mean, now that you can see
Yeah.
how all of these link together, there were
Yeah.
15 cards out of the whole 40 that link together, and then another 10 or so link in between themselves. And if I was able to get them out, I couldn't get that freaking level 3, which means that the egg did nothing. I got one level 3 at the very beginning, and they were all over there or over here. So that was a bit of a pity. And I don't have anything over level 6. This is my only 6, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that, no, well, I have these 7, but if I only have 1 6, that is going to be difficult to get to. Who plays for 15? So yeah. There was a logic behind what I was doing. I just didn't get enough time to develop it, and not knowing what the cards are doing on play or everything meant that I have to kept on going back to read everything. It's like, oh no, I don't have a Gilmon, therefore I cannot use any of the second effects, because this is every turn. You get that. It's not once, it's not on play, it's not every turn. If these conditions meet over and over again, that can be really interesting for a full deck.
Yeah, it can. I think, I played it more safe than you, and I just went for things that I knew how they worked. And,
I couldn't play it any other way.
That's
because
fair.
There's nothing here that we have used before other than these remind me of the DNA Digiball.
Yeah.
And linking might be similar to Alliance.
Yeah, maybe.
I was going with that.
I had a ton of stuff with Link. I didn't use it, and with X-Cross, and I didn't use any of that because it felt like I could have, because I had a ton of stuff that could go well together, like the Shoutmon stuff. But I didn't know how the X-Cross stuff worked, and I was like, well, if I don't know how it works, then I'm not gonna know how to use it, and I'm gonna lose. So
Yeah.
I just got like your standard Greymon and stuff like that, and then but yeah, that was the decks. That was it for the event, and I might or might not talk a little bit more about this later in the video, and if not, this is the end. So see you later, or not. Anyway.